Why are you still not where you want to be? Why do you keep putting off your goals? Why do you let fears and doubts keep you stuck? Electric light bulb. The answer is simple: your life is controlled by weaknesses. Crossmark: laziness, fear of failure, dependence on other people's opinions, lack of self-discipline. The Stoics knew that it is impossible to reach your potential until you destroy everything that makes you weak. White right pointing backhand index. Are you ready to stop being a hostage to your weaknesses? Are you ready to take control of yourself? Are you ready to turn on the unbreakable mode? Rocket. Then go ahead. This will be your first test. Fire. Lesson 1. Break your addiction to comfort. Comfort is the main enemy of your development. What do 99% of people do? Crossmark: they are looking for easy ways. They don't want to go beyond their comfort zone. They put off difficult things for later. Police cars revolving light. What happens to them? They become weak. Pushpin: their life is spent in excuses and laziness. They never reach their full potential. White right pointing backhand index. Stoics knew that true strength is born in discomfort. Fire: what to do? White heavy checkmark: do something uncomfortable every day. This will toughen you up. White heavy checkmark: give up excessive pleasures, they make you weak. Instead of avoiding difficult things, look for them. This is your growth zone. White right pointing backhand index: you either manage your life or remain a slave to comfort. The choice is yours. Lesson 2. Conquer your mind, it's your biggest enemy. Electric light bulb: your mind is either your weapon or your jailer. What does a weak person do? Crossmark: he listens to his inner voice, which says, it's hard, don't do it. Crossmark: they doubt themselves, what if I don't succeed? Crossmark: she limits herself, I'm not sure I'm ready. Police cars revolving light. What do strong people do? They don't listen to their weak thoughts, they just act. They train their minds as well as their bodies. They don't give themselves the option of giving up. Fire: what to do? White heavy checkmark: catch the moment when your mind starts to hold you back, and do it in spite of it. Stop waiting for the perfect conditions, start acting now. Every time you are scared, take a step forward. It is at this moment that you grow. White right pointing backhand index. Stoics taught, either you control your mind, or it controls you. Stop sign. Lesson 3. Stop complaining and start acting. Complaining is a waste of energy. They don't solve problems, they make you weaker. What do ordinary people do? Crossmark: complain about the circumstances. Crossmark: complain about injustice. Wait for someone to come and solve their problems. Police cars revolving light. What do strong people do? They take responsibility for everything that happens in their lives. They don't waste time talking, they look for solutions. Pushpin: they act even when the situation seems hopeless. Fire: what to do? White heavy checkmark: the next time you want to complain, stop and ask yourself, what can I do right now? White heavy checkmark: take responsibility for everything that happens to you, this will give you control. White heavy checkmark: take action. No excuses. No expectations. Without fear. White right pointing backhand index. Stoics taught, the weak complain, the strong act. You choose who you want to be. There are 3 main weaknesses that prevent you from reaching your true potential. White right pointing backhand index. Are you ready to destroy them? Then let's continue. Fire. Lesson 4. Overcome the fear of failure and you will become invulnerable. Electric light bulb: you're not afraid of failure itself, but of what it will do to your ego. What do weak people do? They don't try because they are afraid of failure. They don't take action because they think they will be judged. They procrastinate because they want to be 100% ready. Police cars revolving light. But the Stoics knew the main rule. White right pointing backhand index: the more you fear losing, the weaker you become. The sooner you accept failure as part of the game, the stronger you will be. Fire: what to do? Learn to see failures as training, each one makes you better. Instead of being afraid, ask yourself, what's the worst that can happen? And is it really that scary? Don't hide. If you lose, get up and start again until you win. White right pointing backhand index. Stoics taught that the only real loss is to stop. Crossed swords. Lesson 5. Forget about motivation, it will betray you. Electric light bulb. If you're waiting for motivation to start, you've already lost. What do weak people do? Crossmark. They wait for inspiration. Crossmark. Act only when they have the desire. Crossmark. Spend time looking for motivation instead of working. Police cars. Revolving light. What happens? They take 1 step forward and 2 steps back. They stop working when they are not in the mood. They wait for the perfect moment that never comes. Fire. What to do? White heavy checkmark. Forget the word motivation. There is only discipline. White heavy checkmark. Act every day, regardless of your mood. The Stoics called it power over yourself. White heavy checkmark. Set clear rules for yourself and follow them, even if you don't want to. Stoics taught that you can either control yourself or be a slave to your emotions. Lesson 6. Destroy your dependence on other people's opinions. Electric light bulb. You waste energy on things that don't matter at all. Crossmark. What will people say? Crossmark. What if they judge me? Crossmark. What if they don't understand me? Police cars. Revolving light. The Stoics knew the main truth. White right pointing backhand index. People are busy with themselves. They don't think about you as much as you think. Fire. What to do? White heavy checkmark. Every time in doubt, imagine, if it was my last day, would I care about what others think? White heavy checkmark. Remember, you either live the life you want or play a role that is not yours. Give up the desire to please everyone. It's impossible. White right pointing backhand index. The Stoics taught that freedom begins where the fear of someone else's opinion ends. Lesson 7. Control your emotions and you will become unbreakable. Electric light bulb. A person who does not control their emotions is a puppet in the hands of others. What do weak people do? Crossmark. React to provocations. Crossmark. They flare up with anger, resentment, jealousy. Crossmark. Allow emotions to guide their decisions. Police cars. Revolving light. What happens? They become victims of manipulation. They make impulsive decisions that ruin their lives. They give other people control over them. Fire. What to do? White heavy checkmark. Before you react, pause. 10 seconds of silence can save you from 10 years of problems. White heavy checkmark. Don't let your emotions control you. Ask yourself, am I acting now or is this my weakness? White heavy checkmark. Be cool and calm when others panic. This is what distinguishes the strong from the weak. White right pointing backhand index. Stoics taught that the one who controls his emotions controls his life. Lesson 8. Stop being like everyone else and become unbreakable. 95% of people will never become strong. Why? Crossmark. They want the easy way out. They look for excuses instead of solutions. They are afraid to stand out, so they stay the same as everyone else. You can either become one of them or rise above them. Fire. What to do? White heavy checkmark. Stop waiting for it to be easy. It won't be easy, and that's okay. White heavy checkmark. Take control of your life into your own hands. No one else will do it but you. Don't be afraid to become someone who seems strange to others. These are the people who change the world. Stoics taught that the strong are those who are not afraid to be different. The final conclusion. You have changed forever. Electric light bulb. You are no longer the same person you used to be. You know that now. White right pointing backhand index. Weakness is a choice. Discipline is more important than motivation. Control over emotions equals control over life. The harder the path, the stronger you become. Fire. You either take all this and apply it in life, or you stay where you were. The choice is yours. Rocket.